One great earthly blessing man can have is complete freedom to worship God according to his belief and conscience, therefore fulfilling his own heart's desire. This is the one principle above all others which made this country what it is. The reason this heritage of ours is so precious is that in order to worship God according to God's will, each individual must worship because it is his own will to do so. In other words, acceptable worship must be by choice and not by force. Man is a free moral agent endowed with the ability, capability, and responsibility to choose right from wrong, truth from error. Therefore, each person must choose to worship and serve God because it is his own personal desire. When one truly loves God and has real faith in Him and His Word, he wants to worship and serve Jehovah more than anything else, and it is only when those conditions exist that one can worship in spirit and in truth. Otherwise, any and all worship is in vain and unacceptable to God. These conditions of worship cannot be forced upon anyone. Let us suppose that everyone in this nation should be forced to go through a form of worship which, let's further suppose, was the exact pattern set forth in the New Testament. How many people do you think would worship in spirit and in truth? Unless one meets the condition of heart's desire, motivated by love and faith, he cannot worship in the spirit and according to the truth. Of course, those who would try to force others to worship do it always in their way, never in God's way. People who struggle for freedom of worship will always be branded as bigots by those who do not believe in freedom of worship. This is simply the price to be paid for liberty of worship. If we are to please God, we must worship Him in spirit and in truth, because our Constitution guarantees us the privilege of doing just that, to worship Jehovah because and how we want to. We have the most precious and most valuable freedom we could ever hope for in this world. My prayer is that American people will protect this heritage with such vigor that so long as this world stands, we will never lose it. Not only that, but that one day, all people of all nations might also enjoy this, the most wonderful of all freedoms.